Well, Thomas Falcher Ashtisman, and welcome back to the Isle of Man. You've been over here a few times now, haven't you?
Yeah, this is my fifth time.
Oh, wow, that's pretty impressive. Well, a couple of things I'd like to ask you. Firstly, tell us about the organisation here. We're based at the Manx Museum for a conference over 3 days. So what organisation is it that you're working with?
It's the North American Association for Celtic Language Teachers, which is basically serves to bring together teachers of all the Celtic languages throughout the US and Canada, and provide an outlet for research, for simply working with colleagues, because the US and Canada are so big, we're scattered all over the place. You have someone in Boston, someone in New York, someone in San Francisco, someone in Toronto, someone in Vancouver, and so it's a way for us all to get together and learn from each other and work with each other and share research and teaching methods and strategies and so on.
And was it your idea to hold a conference in the Isle of Man this year?
It was. The conferences usually alternate between the US and Canada. We'll go back and forth, but every fifth year or so they like to go abroad to one of the Celtic nations, and so they've been to Wales, they've been to Ireland, they've been to Scotland, and so I suggested, would you like to go to the Isle of Man for the next one?
Excellent suggestion.
I really wanted to bring them over.
Yeah.
And then they went for it. So I was thrilled.
Yeah. Do they know? I mean, I always see the Isle of Man in sort of four ways. The Cinderella in some respects compared to Wales, Scotland, and Ireland as well. So, what about people's understanding and knowledge of, say, both Manx language and the Isle of Man?
Well, I think there was a certain exoticness factor. It's one of those things that places people are like, oh, I've always wanted to go there, but I've never been, or I don't really know much about it, or I'd like to learn more about Manx. Most of the people in the association actually work with Irish, some Welsh, some Scottish Gaelic, some a bit of Breton, and I'm the only one that does Manx. And so they just, they're interested in it, but don't know how to go about learning anything about it, because there's very little information to be found in the US. There's no Teach Yourself Manx books or anything like that. You can find a few things for Irish and Welsh and Scots Gaelic here and there, but they just had no access to information. So they were very interested to come over and meet people and make contacts. And
Oh, it's brilliant. It's superb from our point of view as well, that we can develop those contacts as well. And what about your own interest in Manx Gaelic then? Where's that come from?
Well, it's a bit of a roundabout story. I've been, I have to confess, something of a language anorak since I was a kid, and had ended up developing an interest in Celtic languages in general. I ended up going to Scotland to university and did my degree in Scottish Gaelic at the University in Aberdeen. Ended up focusing on that due to a family connection. It was actually spoken in my family a few generations back, which led me to focus on that first. But then I stumbled across Manx, a bunch of Manx books, dictionaries and Dean's grammar and stuff in the university library, and was instantly smitten. And it just went from there.
Yeah, brilliant.
And then I found out later on, after I'd started learning the language, that I had a great-great-grandmother from Balaf that I didn't even know about.
So we all have great-great-grandmothers from Balaf somewhere down the line, I think. Yeah. Good. Well, good. And what about some of the lectures then happening over the couple of days? What sort of things are you talking about?
It's a whole range of stuff. Everything from people who sharing certain techniques or strategies they've used in classes to research on language corpuses of texts that they're working on to extract some sort of data from, to there's a range of stuff, historical things, old manuscripts and stuff like that. There's the absolute gamut of Celtic languages and goodness.
Well, excellent. Well, cheers for speaking to me, and hopefully we'll see you back in Elin Van in the years to come.
I hope so.
Yeah, good remind.
Shit,